Hey gang, welcome back to another video. Now it's mid-October and our haunt is already set up and running, but there's one last waxy little detail that I want to add to our statue Charlotte. But there's a catch. It can't be permanent. So in this video, I'll show you how I went about creating a temporary candle wax drip effect. So let's get into it. So here's one of the resin cast LED candles from our haunt that I want to have an exaggerated wax drip effect for. It sits on the base of our life-size statue Charlotte, but I want something removable. So I grabbed a piece of plastic sheeting, a razor blade, and some high-temperature hot glue. This one in particular has a softening point of 190 degrees, so it should stay in a solid state even during the hot summer months. As an added bonus, it's kind of an amber color, so it looks like candle wax without adding paint. With my tools and materials in hand, I can get down to making a platform for my wax strips. The plastic sheet will act as a base for the effect, and all of the glue will be attached to it. But I'll need to give myself a guideline for the outer diameter of the candle so that I don't create any uneven spots where the candle will sit. I'll also sketch in a rough idea of the melt area so that I know what I can remove from the sheet. The last bit of the marking will be for a 1/2-inch piece that will be used to create a front lip on the platform, so that the drips have a rigid backing where they'll waterfall over the edge of Charlotte's base. This doesn't need to be very big. I cut this at roughly a 1/2 inch by scoring the plastic with my razor blade and then snapping it along the cut line. With all the parts cut out, I can use some 1-2-3 blocks to help ensure the lip is at a perfect right angle, and then get to gluing it in place with some CA glue and activator spray. Once the glue is set up, I can get to trimming off any excess from the plastic platform. There's not a lot of room on our statue's base, so I'll use some model nippers and trim it to a size that should fit. If you had more room, you could create a more organic shape to help sell the effect. You could also use a rotary tool with a sanding drum to get a more smooth finish on this part. I just figured that if I've done this right, you won't see it at all, so it's alright if it's a bit rough around the edges. The next step in making this temporary wax strip requires a bit of parchment paper and a cardboard box or anything that has a 90-degree corner for you to rest the platform on. I'll secure this piece with some painter's tape, and then I can set my plastic platform onto the edge while I wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. With my glue gun at the ready, I started adding in fake wax strips using the same approach that I do with my PVC candles, starting at the end of the drip and working my way towards where the flame would be. Now this glue, because of its tolerance to heat, needs to be super hot before you can use it, which also means that as you try to add additional drips, it will try to melt back together into a shapeless blob. And when you're trying to make wax strips, that just won't work. So as I made my way through the process, I found that pausing between layers as well as dripping the glue from a slight distance gave it a head start at cooling and allowed it to build up and keep a shape similar to melting wax. When I was happy with the vertical drips, I could turn the piece around and start adding glue along the top. For this section, I'm trying to fill in the empty space on the plastic base, while also dripping some down the vertical face to help blend the two areas together. Once that area was filled in, I let the glue cool down, and then I could peel it away from the parchment paper. While I was looking at the piece, I noticed there were a few areas of the plastic backing where I didn't get any glue coverage. And rather than waiting for the glue gun to warm back up, I just grabbed my nippers and trimmed away the excess plastic. With that squared away, it was ready for a test fit. Now, as you can see, the candle fits right up against the hot glue drips, and although it's not a tight fit, they'll be seen from a distance where it's not crucial that the two fit together without any kind of gap. Now all I need to do is wait for sunset to see how they look in the haunt. Now for a last-minute project, this is a great addition and it's something I've wanted to try for a while. It could definitely use some refinement, but for a 20-minute project, I'd say this one's a keeper. That's going to do it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, but most importantly, go make something.